So anyway, I was because I was walking to the park and I lost signal. But anyways, the Black Agenda tour was great. Don't look at my glasses or my missing lashes because all of my lashes fell off this morning. I wear clusters, and as you can see, I got one cluster on one eye and three on the other. So I slept good last night. Look at my lips, y'all. I'm going to be putting a video together. I'm actually working on it right now. I went through a process called lip blushing. If you don't know what lip blushing is, dig down into these YouTube streets and find out, okay? Your girl got her lips tattooed, okay? Goodbye, smoker's lips. Hello, pink and pretty. Look at that. No more smoker's lips. Teeth whitening's next, okay? I told y'all this glow up is going to be outrageous, all right? And the Black Agenda just gave me even more motivation to invest in myself, you know? It seems like I just always get it wrong. It's like I try and then I always revert back to what is comfortable. You know, a lot of times I think that's what we do. We go back to what is comfortable, what we know how to do. So what I tried entrepreneurship, it was at the wrong business. I would definitely say it was the wrong business, and I did not have enough willpower to get out there and try to get people to be a part of this business. And it's crazy because EIN number, people start calling me, oh, are you still doing that call center thing? Oh, do you still have that call center thing? No, nope, I gave it up because when I was offering it to you people, you didn't want to listen to me. You didn't want to be a part of it. Oh, this is too complicated. Oh, it's too hard. But now your ass want a job. Nope, I'm sorry, you have to find somebody else. Find somebody else's team to join. Hopefully they pay you on time. I don't know. Can't help you with that. But I digress. I know that, this morning, after, seeing my family member graduating from law school, oh, I'm very happy for her. I'm glad that she was able to get her law degree in 4 years. She has a supportive family who was able to allow her to live her dream. She doesn't have kids. She's a young woman. Proud of you. Proud of you. You go, girl. And also angry at myself for not believing in myself enough. Let me tell you the story of a stupid person, okay? Somebody who was oh, a deer. A deer. A female deer. Just ran in the woods. Oh, there's another deer. There's another deer. There's another one. There he goes. Deer. They're coming out of this area right here and they're running across. See if we see them more. Yeah, the dog saw the deer too. So, like most black people growing up in the 80s, I was heavily influenced by the Cosby Show, the Huxtables. Who didn't love Claire Huxtable or want to be Claire Huxtable? I know I did. So, as a kid, whenever people ask me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a lawyer. I want to be a lawyer. I'm going to go to law school. That's all I would say. I knew I wanted to be a lawyer. Not because I knew what lawyers did or because, I thought that Claire Huxtable's job was really great, but I saw that Claire Huxtable was an attorney and she had a husband and they lived in a big house and they had kids. And I knew that if I got a job as an attorney, that I could probably have the same lifestyle. Well, in retrospect, as an adult, I know that I can have many different jobs and make just as much, if not more money as an attorney and have even a bigger house. But as a child, that's where my mentality was. And I think for me, it is definitely a dream deferred that I did not go to law school. I went to undergrad. I got my bachelor's degree in criminal justice because the school I went to did not have a pre-law program at the time. So I took criminal justice in hopes of going to law school. And when I graduated, I took an LSAT course. I sat through the summer and I prepared and I took the test and I did terrible. So fast forward a couple years later, I now have a child. I go and pay for an LSAT testing course. I sit through it. I take the test, and I got a 134. I scored in the 5th percentile, and I just kept reading the entry requirements for all of these different law schools in Texas at the time is where I was. I was going to apply to some schools in Georgia. And then I just kept reading the entry requirements, and all those entry requirements kept saying you needed a 150, you needed a 160, you needed to be in the at least third percentile, you needed to do better. Your scores are only good for like 5 or 6 years. So I said, okay, I'm gonna give it some time. Maybe I'll take the test again. Didn't take it again. I ended up moving to Georgia. Worked at a law firm, a very big law firm, Morgan & Morgan, the biggest crooks on the East Coast, okay? Biggest ambulance chasers in between Georgia and Florida, okay? You get hit by a car, Morgan & Morgan gonna be calling you. Started working there. Was a paralegal. Realized this is a dead-end career because as a paralegal, you can't go nowhere. Unless you're gonna be an attorney, as far as you're gonna go as a paralegal, litigation paralegal, that's about it. And you ain't gonna make more than $50,000, $60,000 a year. Just keeping it real. You might be able to make 60, maybe 65, if you're really good, for somebody who takes a lot of cases. So I found out that another paralegal, in my department was going to law school. She was moving to South Carolina to go to law school. And this girl had got like a 131 in her LSAT. I quickly logged into my LSAT account and saw that my scores had expired. Not only had I scored better than her because I had like a 135, but I probably could have gotten into pretty much any law school that I had looked at. But because I did not have the confidence in myself, because I read those stats, because I kept reading those entry requirements, because I was reading what others have said, what others had to get in, I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't think I was smart enough. I didn't think I would succeed. I thought it was going to be too hard, and I let it go. One of my biggest regrets in life is letting it go. So now, 20 years later, looking back, I know that I'm not living my purpose. I'm not living my dream. I'm struggling to survive every day. Working, make other people money. Other people. I'm out here every day working for a fucking check. I'm not living my dream. I'm not helping people. I'm not pouring into others. I'm not encouraging others. I'm not doing anything that is remotely close to what I was put here on earth to do. Because, to be quite honest, I still don't know. I still don't know. But I know sitting behind a desk and staring at a screen all day ain't it. I know that's not it. And if I am going to be sitting behind a desk and staring at a screen all day, it's going to be to fight for my people. It's going to be to help uplift my people, to help save my people and not anybody else's. Because these other cultures got it together. They have their businesses. They have their homes. They have generational wealth. They have things, materials, possession, and money that they can pass down to their children. We don't have that. And as long as we continue to survive, struggle to survive, we working check to check, day to day, every day, we gonna still not have nothing. So please go to Michi S Network. Watch these classes that are going to be uploaded this week, okay? So that you can educate yourself, educate your family, and save your black self, because we don't have to be in this situation. And I know that it's not too late for me. I know that even at 42, I can still go and live my dreams. I don't have to continue to be a paper pusher. I don't have to be a paper pusher for the rest of my life. I've been a paper pusher for many years. And I think it's time for a change. I think I got to be courageous enough to say, you know what, I'm going to step away from this. Even though it's what I'm used to. Okay, just so y'all see what I'm doing. I'm doing some standing crunches as I'm walking in the park, okay? I got to get my movement in some kind of way, okay? And I didn't want to go to the gym this morning because I kind of woke up at 6 o'clock, but then I rolled back over. So I was like, nope, I ain't going. I'll go for a walk instead. But I know that even at this age, I can still live my dreams. I can still do all the things that I didn't do in my 20s that I regret having let go and let pass by because I didn't have the courage to just go a little harder, to just try a little harder, because I was scared of defeat. I was scared of failure. I instead went back to what was easy. Something that I knew I could do. I can make a quick couple $1,000s doing this because I've been doing it so long. But it's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. I hate it. I mean, I love my paycheck. I hate my job. I have to talk to people who don't speak English all day. Not saying there's anything wrong with people who don't speak English as a first language, but it's very frustrating for a person who does speak English as a first language, who has to take extra time to get somebody who speaks Spanish to go translate to somebody else who may not even speak the same damn dialect of Spanish, okay? The job is not easy. It's not that hard, but it's very frustrating. So for every dollar I make, this company makes me feel every goddamn dollar. I can tell you that. Working in the insurance world for many, many years, every black person I know, whatever paycheck you making, your black ass gonna feel every penny that goes into your account because there's gonna be a task attached to it. They're gonna make sure your black ass work harder than any other horse in that goddamn stable, okay? Black women, please know, if you're in corporate America, you are the workhorse. You make the companies run. When people leave, they throw that extra work at you. When managers can't control what's going on, they ask you for help. We are the ones that hold it together for all of these companies and corporations. Let's do it for ourselves. Because how many of y'all right now are getting up, going to work, getting ready to drive on, sit in traffic, you go sit behind a desk to listen to somebody either tell you you're not doing your job right, you're not doing it fast enough, or can you hurry up and finish this? Or they want to inundate you with emails. Well, where's this? Well, where's that? Well, where's this? Meanwhile, they're sitting back, picking their fucking nose. One thing I learned a long time ago, my presence never has to justify your existence, okay? So if you feel that if your job requires you to put other people down, you won't get those wrong. I'll have you talking to yourself all goddamn day. I promise you that. I'm not the one. Now, I'm open to learning and learning skills. But what it won't be is just until a lot of these companies feel like they can get these black women in positions because we're intelligent, we're smart, we're willing to learn. And very easily. So it's easy for them to put more and more and more and more and more work on us. And then find ourselves doing a whole lot of work and not getting paid for it. So be mindful of where you at in your career and where you want to go. If you are where you are, by all means, congratulations, I'm happy for you. But if you are not where you want to be, then you might want to start doing some changes. You might want to start thinking about, what do I deserve? Where do I belong? Do I need to be here? Is this paycheck really worth it? Because, like we say, all money ain't good money. It feels good going in your account, but it goes out really, really fast. It leaves faster than it comes. So at the end of the day, is all the stress you put yourself through really worth it? Because that's what we're doing. We're out here straining and stressing ourselves. Like we're dying young because we out here trying to have it all. So I think we have to have a balance. I know I do. I have to have a balance. I have to have something else besides just work, because after I've worked all day, I don't want to do nothing. Like, I honestly just want to drink and pass out. If I can make it to the gym, thank God. I can go train us. We're working for others. We're doing for self. And I mean, we know it. It's just that we have to be willing to put in the amount of work that we put in for others, we put it in for ourselves. We're writing up a business plan, or just me going and buying stuff and just putting it together. There are things that I like to do. There are things that I like to make, but I've always had that I'm just not good enough. I just don't feel like I'm good enough. People won't gravitate towards me. People don't like me. People don't like me. People don't want to hear what I have to say. People don't want to buy my products. People don't fuck with me like that. I'm weird. I'm awkward. I'm that awkward black girl in the background standing behind you smiling and not saying anything because I don't know what to say. I'm sorry, Michi, okay? I know I was being weird. I apologize. Goddess Masterpiece, thank you. I appreciate meeting you. You're gorgeous in person, okay? And I'm sorry I was being weird. I'm just a nervous person. I'm awkward. I can't help it. I've been awkward my whole life. If y'all never seen Misadventures of Awkward Black Girl, please go watch it. It kind of explained me most of my life. Like, I'm fucking awkward. I can't help it. Sometimes I just don't know what to say. Small talk is not my zhush. I can't do small talk. I can't walk to somebody and start talking about the weather, talking about sports. I don't know shit about sports. Can't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, small talk is just not my thing. So yeah, I will stand off and be aloof and smile and look weird and not say anything and be like, oh, can I get a selfie? Because, and then I can talk about it later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do better talking to myself than I do with other people. And that's disturbing. It really is. But anyways, I might be walking through this dead area again, but I just want to talk about that Black agenda, you know. It was wonderful. It was uplifting. It was encouraging. And I'm glad that I was there, and I will definitely be going back next year if she has it. If nothing else, just to get more information, because you can't do what you don't know. And if you don't know something exists, then you have no idea where to find it. You know, just so much stuff. I'm not even going to go into detail because, you know, that would be disrespecting the event. But I will say you need to be looking for these videos coming out on Michi's network. You need to be going to watch these classes because Michi loves us. Michi holds this event every year because she wants us to save ourselves instead of following grifters who want to take your money and give you a hookah bar. You can be getting real solutions on how to heal your family trauma, on how to actually build generational wealth with the resources that you have, with learning how to invest in cryptocurrency, having a crypto wallet, learn how to protect your assets. These are things that you can do, things that were mentioned at the Black Agenda Conference that can help you save your Black self. Save yourself. That is the message this morning. Save yourself. And also, be mindful of how you treat your significant others. Because at the end of the day, a lot of times, what was modeled for you is what you are projecting onto the person that you're with. So that's something that I have to be mindful of on a daily basis. I can't be a negative, evil individual constantly complaining about everything, especially things that are not within my control. You know, marriage, I'll speak about marriage. I can't speak about relationships because I intentionally got married. I dated a man. When I dated him, I let him know I'm not dating for sport. I'm not dating for fun. If you're not interested in being a husband, then you need to move on. I'm single until I'm married, period. I don't care if you call me baby boo, love you, wifey. I ain't gonna ring my finger. And that's how I carried that until he was ready to make a move. And if he didn't want to deal with that, he could have left. But apparently he must have liked it. He must have liked something in me because he stayed. So I realized through our relationship, you know, I have fucked up. I have failed. I have been not the nicest person. And I have berated someone for being themselves. It's not a nice feeling looking back knowing that you hurt someone. So I don't want to be a hurtful, harmful person. I want to be a loving, caring wife. And marriage is not easy because at the end of the day, you always have to consider someone else. It's not always about you. And for a long time, I was only about me. I was a single mom. I was a single parent. It was about survival. Survival, survival, survival. So if I didn't have it, I was going to get it. I was going to find a way. So I think that we have to move from surviving to living, and actually living and enjoying our lives, because we spend 8-10 hours a day at work. Our kids spend 8 hours a day at school. How much time do we get to spend with our families? Not enough. But a corporation will tell you that you need to put in more time. You need to work overtime so that you can reach their goals. Meanwhile, your family suffers. So that's my goal, is to be able to create a life where I can spend more time with my family, that I can cultivate better relationships with my spouse, my daughter, my mother, my sister, all of those family members that I don't talk to because I'm resentful of not having my time. because my time is devoted to other people, to corporations, to making them money, to saving them money. And I know that that's not my purpose in life. I know that's not what I was placed on this planet to do. So I may have to go back to them childhood dreams. I may have to go back to okay. To focusing on that goal, you know? And I've been reading up on it, so you never know. I might be a lawyer in 2 to 3 years. Because what I'm doing now is not it. This is not my passion. This is not my... I don't have any feeling towards this except confusion. As in, why am I doing this? Why am I spending another year of my life doing this? I got to do something else. So I'm not saying I'm leaving my job. I'm just saying I know I need more. I know I need to do something better. I know this is not it. I know that as a black woman in my field, I am significantly underpaid compared to my white counterparts. And I don't need to know how much they make. I know that's a fact. It's a fact. Because we're always underpaid. Even if you have more education, they're going to make more money than you. So while I'm struggling to survive with this little paycheck that they're giving me, I'm also going to be working on trying to achieve my dreams. Those childhood goals that I pushed to the side because I felt like I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't smart enough, that nobody would be able to see me. I had to start seeing myself and realizing the greatness in myself, because for a long time I didn't. Didn't feel like I was nothing. Didn't feel like I was worthy. And that was probably a learned behavior from a parent who felt worthless and projected that onto me as a child. So in turn, I grew up to feel worthless. So be mindful of the words that you speak and the things that you say to your loved ones, your children, your spouses, because it's going to affect them in the long term. It's going to follow them. And it's going to affect how they build relationships with others and the choices that they may seek out in life, the choices that they may make. So that's my little spiel, you know. I just wanted to get some things off my chest. I guess I woke up in a mood this morning, and I wanted to talk about the Black Agenda Conference. Now, hopefully I could put some videos together on some footage that we did capture, because, like I said, it was an incredible event. I wish I saw more people there. I really wish there were more people there. There was a great turnout, but more people could have been there, because I don't know why y'all niggas scared of learning. Reading a book ain't never hurt nobody. Be encouraged. Get smart. And please, save your black self.